This video was made possible by EA Game Changers, and I want to give a big thank you to EA for allowing me to participate in this event. Before we get into the video, I just want to let you guys know that this is an early build. So this is more of like a Sims camp build. You guys are going to see my name popping around the screen. This is basically the type of build I would be recording on if I was at like EA Play or Sims camp. But of course, those things can't happen right now. So we are doing it from home. And yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that so you're not confused or anything. I am doing a voiceover in my Star Wars videos. I thought I would like record it more Sims camp style, just so that I could play the pack as much as I could in the time that I had it, so that in my videos I can give you guys a full honest opinion. So we're not doing like a first reaction or anything like that. The videos that you're going to be seeing, I'm doing a voiceover over them so that I can gather all of my thoughts for you guys. So anyways, I just want you guys to know that, so let's get into the video. Hey guys, it's Fantayzia and welcome to my Star Wars gameplay review. So we're starting off with the new icon. This is Vacation World, and once you enter the world, we have 3 different areas. So the first one we have is Black Spire Outpost, and the next one we have is Resistance Enchantment, and the very last one is the First Order District. So there's 3 different areas you can go and visit, and that's pretty much it. So there's not much to it, honestly. Then when you enter, it's like Strangerville. It says welcome to Batuu, and it just basically tells you that while you're here, you're gonna have a different currency called galactic credits, and you're gonna have a special inventory and everything like that. So everything's just gonna change. You're not gonna have your regular inventory, and then you can check your career panel for your first missions you have to do. And yeah, it just is telling you up here that you need to check your career panel, and then there's some basic things for the first mission. It's literally just plan your outfit at the dwelling, freshen up at the dwelling, and order food from Docking Bay 7. So it starts off extremely basic. It's kind of just like, you know, getting you into the feel of Batuu. And yeah, so I just went and did that. And while we do that, right off the bat, I want to be totally honest with you guys. Oh, also reputation. So there is Resistance, First Order, and Scoundrel. So those are your reputation. You can choose which one you want to do. I first started going with the Resistance, then I went ahead and switched over to the First Order. You guys will see as I play. But yeah, so you do the basic things when you first start. And while she does those things, honestly, you guys, the gameplay has no depth to me. I'm actually the most disappointed in the gameplay out of the whole pack, more disappointed than I was with the Create a Sim and Build and Buy. I was most underwhelmed with the gameplay, which is crazy because I was pretty underwhelmed with the Create a Sim and Build and Buy as well, but by far, I just feel like this gameplay, it could have had so much more to it. I feel like I don't know, it didn't pull me in any way, shape, or form. And for example, Strangerville is a pack that wouldn't really catch my attention, to be honest. But when I actually did the story, it pulled me in. And even though I only did the story once, because I'm not someone to like do a story over and over again, if a pack is story based, I'm only going to do it once. So, you know, that's just me. But nonetheless, the story was great to me. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. I did a whole mini series on it. I didn't want to cancel it early. I finished it through. It was fun. But this was not fun to me. I literally recorded this as much as I could while I had access to it. This is like the early access. So, you know, I didn't get to keep this pack. This was like the early build. So this was taken away from me when your early access day came. And oh, here's the food, by the way. There's Outpost popcorn, there's Batuu bon, lava rolls, garden spread, a lot of different foods that we've never seen before, which is nice. I always appreciate some new foods. I don't know what any of these are, but you know. Also, I feel like these characters that pop up on these things, they don't match the game at all. I don't know, they look like just very different style to the game. So that was that caught me off guard a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. I had to play this for a lot amount of hours, and I had to play it as much as I could while I had it because I knew it was going to be taken away from me. And I wanted to get this review out for you guys and have like, you know, a full honest review and find out as much of this pack as I could. So I don't know. I had to play this for a lot amount of hours to get a feel of it, and I just was not enjoying myself. This is the bar, which, let me be real, the bar is my favorite part of the whole pack. Now, if that doesn't say something, I don't know what does, you guys. Like, the bar was fun. It was cool. It was different looking. There was different drinks and all this new bar food and stuff like that. That was a fun time. You could mingle. But all these Sims around you that seem to be this new fun Star Wars species are literally just human Sims with a mask on. So that kind of just ruins it for me. Also, right now, she's just chatting with Sims and they're telling her things that really have no effect on helping you or anything like that. To me, it didn't help me at all with what I'm supposed to do with the missions and stuff like that. Now we're at like the resistance area, which this is my favorite area, not gonna lie. If I have to pick out of my what my favorite area is out of the 3 different places we have to go to, I like this one the best, and I think it's because it feels the most real. So this world, it's supposed to be like Disney World, which is fine, but I think the problem with that is when you go here, you know, you enter Batuu and they make it seem like you're supposed to really be at Batuu, but then, you know, it's based off the Disney World park, so then it just feels like you're at this park and then you're not really like in the movie, and I was like hoping at least it would feel like we're really in the movie, but it doesn't. So then you have the resistance missions, which right now we're doing resistance stuff, so we have a resistance mission, and honestly the information here you don't really need to read. You can if you want to. I mean, I don't know, it tells you a little bit about the mission you're going to do, and then it says obviously the name of the mission is Leap of Faith, then it tells you how much galactic credits you're going to get, and it tells you the resistance you're going to gain and stuff like that. So this one gives us resistance and then it minuses first order. But yeah, this is my favorite area because it felt, you know, when you're in like jungle adventure, it feels like you're really in a jungle. Well, that's what that area felt like. But then once I'm here, I feel like I'm in this area that's like fake. I don't know, I can't explain it. It was just really weird. It was just odd. And right now I'm trying to like talk to the first order stormtroopers, which are these guys right here. So you have to talk to them, like a couple of them, and then you'll complete that. Also, this next thing we had to analyze, what is it, I don't know if I'm supposed to say TIE or just TIE Echelon. I had no idea what that was. So keep in mind, you guys, I'm not a Star Wars lover. I've seen a couple of the movies, but I didn't really pay attention to them and I don't remember what happened. So I feel like my reviews can be very important to those of you guys who aren't Star Wars lovers and you don't know if you're going to like this pack if you don't watch Star Wars. So this is coming from someone who's not a Star Wars lover. I literally had to look up what the heck that was, and then I realized it's this giant thing over there. Which, that giant thing, yeah, it looks cool and all, but it doesn't really have, like, I don't know, it's all like, all of this is like a set. Like, you know, you go in there and it'll fly up. You guys will see at some point in the video. She goes in there and it'll fly up and it just disappears and that's it. And then it just comes back. So it's like an animation that's not necessarily, actually, I don't even think it's a new animation. It looks the same as the rockets. So another thing is we have to like survey the first order supply crates, which you guys will see with these missions. We have to do a lot of things with supply crates, and I felt like a lot of the missions were so similar to one another. So this was another thing. With Strangerville, the reason I'm comparing it to that is because that's what it reminds me of the most, except I think Strangerville is so much better. I felt like with Strangerville, each different step we had to do was different. It was fun. I was interested. You know, I was exploring, having a good time. When it comes to this, I feel like I keep doing the same thing. Now, this is where I have to choose if we're going to do the first order or resistance. So this is when I did decide to do support the first order. You can also change your aspiration at any time. So if you're not sure, it doesn't really matter. But I did decide to go with the first order because at this point I was like, okay, this is feeling very meh to me, and which one would be more fun? I personally felt like the first order would be more fun. Was it? I'm not really sure. I just felt like there'd be more to do, which again, I'm not exactly sure. Then it just gives you notifications when you've completed missions, and it tells you like your resistance reputation or whatever reputation you gained. It tells you that we got a bonus reward and everything like that. And then just to get your next mission, you can speak with a member of the resistance. Then I decided to go with the first order stuff. So I kept going to this dude over and over and over again and to get just basically to get missions. So this one is reporting for duty, and you get 200 galactic credits, and you get a bonus item. Sorry if you can hear my husband laughing in the background. I'm filming this voiceover at a time when he's playing with his friends because it's the only time I had to do it. So I apologize if you can hear that. I don't know if you can, but anyways, we have to spread first order propaganda, which when you do this, the people walking around, they don't exactly like that. So another thing I want to point out is you don't get that many moodlets from this pack, which I think would have added a lot, to be honest. I think throughout my gameplay, I only got 2 or 3 different moodlets, and I was playing this for hours for multiple different days. So yeah, the whole time I didn't really get any new moodlets, and I thought that was a little bit weird. I felt like she should be getting a lot of moodlets, but I guess not. So here we just finished another mission, and the world, you guys, feels like a shell. It all just feels like a rabbit hole to me. I mean, I was talking about how like it doesn't feel like your Sim's really there, but there's also a lot of buildings you can't go into, a lot of buildings you just disappear, and stuff like that. Now here she is checking Sims IDs for suspicious citizens. So that's what we're doing because, you know, citizens around can be suspicious, trying to look in the crates and everything like that. And those Sims, the stormtroopers or whatever, they'll stand by them and look all tough. But yeah, I just feel like a lot of the buildings around, they're just either nothing, you can't do anything with them, and they're just pointless, or they're a rabbit hole. There was very few buildings that you can actually zoom into, and the only thing I like is when you zoom into the bar, for example, it looks like you can't go into the bar, but then you zoom in closer and it just like opens up without you having to put your walls down. So I did like that, but that's not something I like about this pack. That's more a feature I like that I hope they will continue to put in future packs. Like if we have like a vacation world, I kind of like the idea of like zooming in and then it like opens up without me having to put the walls down. I just kind of liked it. It was like a cool effect. I don't know. So we're running diagnosis on control panels, which, let me tell you guys, this was a struggle and a half. I literally had to get my husband to come and help me. I was getting extremely frustrated. And when I am playing The Sims, I don't want to get frustrated. So you can see like where the control panels are. But when you're looking for them, I'm just like, where the heck are the control panels? Because the first one I found was on like a big giant thing, if you guys saw. So then I was looking for that everywhere because I'm like, okay, I have to do this like 3 times. And where is this tall thing? I only see one of them. So where's the other control panels? And then finally I was like, oh, there they are. So that was very confusing. They didn't really give you any direction of where they are. So that's another thing. Sometimes you're just left clueless and you got to figure it out for yourself. So that kind of sucked. So yeah, the missions, I did as many as I could. I didn't completely finish the whole first order, like I didn't max it out, but we are rank 2 now, so we get bonus galactic credits, and then we get a shuttle outfit, we get first order banners, we get the recruit interaction. So as you rank up, you do get more interactions, which at least we get that. We get to do more things as we, you know, level up. So that's great. I don't know what happens when you max it out because I didn't get to get that far. Again, this pack was an early build, so it was taken away from me. So I literally just did as much as I could for you guys. So I played it as much as I could and I got pretty far, but not all the way. So here we need to arrest resistance sympathizers. Now, when you do this, they are going to fight you. And basically they just say, resistance, I am what? Resistance? So then they basically will start an argument with you, and if you fall to the ground, you're gonna get dazed, and then they're basically gonna run away. So that's what happened the first time here, and the other times she did bring them to the ship. So we're basically needing to transfer the prisoners to the prison ship off. So this is where you guys are going to see the ship fly off. You guys are going to see it's basically a reused animation from the rockets. So a lot of things in this pack are reused animations, so also keep that in mind, you guys. I really, unless you guys play Sims for a totally different reason than I play Sims, which, you know, we all play this, I'm pretty sure, because it's a life simulation game. It's simulating life. I don't think you guys are gonna like this. I don't think it's worth your money. Honestly, like for Create a Sim, I did say that to me was not worth your money either. Build and Buy, I said it's only worth it to me if you like to build. If you're a heavy builder and you like to build crazy builds, then maybe it would be worth it for you. But other than that, I felt like Build and Buy wouldn't be worth it. It wouldn't be worth it to me. And same with the gameplay. This was, you know, the biggest disappointment, which is crazy. And oh yeah, we wear this crazy outfit when you go into there, and there's Kylo Ren. So you actually can't become romantic with Kylo Ren, which I feel like a lot of people are gonna be bummed about. Also, you get this whole story thing that pops up when you go on there. It says the detainees are secured to the Tai Echelon and are ready for the short trek. Tar advances toward the awaiting Star Destroyer to make the transfer. When she hears a loud explosion, the ship jolts violently. We've been hit. Calls KT-628 from the back. A Resistance X-Wing is in attack formation. What should Tara do? So I went ahead and called for backup. Now, this stuff was kind of confusing for me, but I could understand it enough even though I didn't really watch Star Wars. It says, that resistance pylon isn't letting up. There's no way we're going to make it to the Star Destroyer, yells KT-26. Tara calls for backup for multiple TIE fighters swiftly appear to defend the Echelon. The X-Wing realizes it's outnumbered and outgunned. It turns to flee. The TIE fighters pursue the resistance scum. They will show no mercy. What will Tara do? So, I mean, it's confusing if you don't watch Star Wars. Like I said, I've seen a couple of the movies, but I wasn't really paying attention. Don't remember anything about it, but I did do the pursue one. Then basically it just says the brazen attack on the First Order must not go unpunished. The TIE Echelon and TIE fighters chase the X-Wing. Tara suspects the X-Wing is preparing to jump to light speed. Not today. The formation of the First Order ships quickly closed distance on the fire on the X-Wing, destroying it. Tara returns to their mission and delivers the prisoners to the awaiting Star Destroyer. Though difficult, the mission was a success. So then you just return to Batuu. So even though, like I said, it was a little bit confusing because I hadn't paid attention to the Star Wars movies I have watched and didn't watch them all, I could still understand what I was supposed to be doing. Also, sorry if I totally butchered everything I read. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say that as TIE, like the TIE. I don't know. I don't know if I'm pronouncing anything right, to be honest. So here we completed the next mission. This one did give us a little bit more, and we also got the data spikes. So we have a bunch of stuff in our inventory. When you complete missions, you do get a lot of stuff in your inventory. Here we are going back to the resistance area, which was my favorite area to explore, as I said. So in the resistance area, well, you can scan a lot of things in all the areas, but specifically in the resistance area, I found more things to scan. So I don't know, I like going around and just scanning things and doing what I want. I feel like this pack is just telling you what to do the whole time, and I personally don't like that. And if you are a life simulation player, you might not like that either. And again, for some reason, even though Strangerville is kind of guiding you through the same way, it just felt different. I don't know. I liked that. But this, I just feel like I'm forced to do everything. I don't know. There's also those cool tents over there, which I feel like those could be used for a lot of different builds, so that's cool. But I don't really care about them. I don't think I'm going to use them. They just look cool. There's also a waterfall over here. When you go and scan a bunch of things in the worlds, by the way, or in the world, you get a whole description that pops up. I really didn't read any of those because, again, they're not doing anything for the gameplay. It's just information that you can read if you want or you don't. And I feel like if you don't care for Star Wars, you're not going to care to read them. Also, if you go up to these control panels and start messing with it, you can get yelled at, and it says duped. So she lost control of the situation and she got super embarrassed. So that's one of the moodlets you can get, which again, there isn't that many moodlets, which it just sucks. So as I said, see, that's how the bar opens, and I like that. I kept wanting to go back to the bar because it was the best place in the whole thing. And what's sad is that the bar doesn't really have anything to do with what you're supposed to do in the pack. Here's all the cool new drinks, which I liked. But it's just sad that the bar was the most fun area to me because that's not even the main point of what you're supposed to be doing in this pack. You're supposed to be doing all the missions, but the missions just feel like they're on repeat. It feels just so repetitive. I feel like I'm doing the same thing. Even though you're doing different things, it just feels the same. So yeah, I don't know, you guys. A lot of this world feels like a set, and it just feels like nothing fun is happening. I feel like, you can't really go into any of the buildings. That's a rabbit hole. Some are rabbit holes and some are just there for nothing. It's just to look at. So I feel like it would have been better if they made it so you can go in all the buildings, because this is a game pack. The world's not very big anyways, so I don't know why we can't go into all the buildings. I think that would have been so much better. So I really wish they would have, of course they teamed up with Disney for this, so I think it would have been so much cooler if they actually did a amusement park pack. That's something I've always wanted, and honestly, seeing an amusement park game pack would be so cool, because with this, it's they're trying to replicate the Disney Star Wars area, but you're going through it as if you're actually in the Star Wars movie. So it doesn't feel like you're on a vacation. I think it would have been so much better if they did an amusement park vacation pack. So here's another moodlet you get: fail to override. Like I said, very few moodlets, but that was one of them. If they did a whole amusement park like a mini Disney World. Of course, they can't do the whole Disney World in a game pack because Disney World is huge, but I just think that would have been so much better. And like, I mean, with you can do rides in The Sims. Like, we've seen it already. In The Sims 3, there was like a little thing, there was a world you could buy in the store and it came with a ride. And some CC creators have made some rides in The Sims 4 even. And I mean, if they can do it when the animation doesn't even exist in the game yet, then imagine if they actually put those animations in the game. Like, it can happen. I think that would have been so much better than this, honestly. And you guys, supposedly the next stuff pack is coming and a next expansion pack is coming. So that was already like said that the next expansion pack's coming, but we don't know what it's going to be. So cross your fingers, you guys, that it's something better than this. But we're actually wrapping things up here. So literally each time I do these voiceovers, I go over the time of the video. I have so much to say in them. Overall, you guys, I do not think that this is worth your money. If you want it for the gameplay, I would say hold back, or at least like, if you really want it, wait until it's on sale or something like that, because I truly just feel like you're not going to get much out of this. And that's just me speaking from my heart. I just don't feel like you're going to be that impressed with this. So you guys, I'm going to wrap this up here, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day, and don't forget to leave some positivity down below. I love you guys also so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.
You gotta listen up, listen up. There's not a thing that I can't get from you. Boy, I don't need that much, need that much.